Hey guys, what is up? Red Panda Mining here. How are you all doing? I'm going to start off with a question for you guys. Would you buy a used GPU that was specifically mentioned in the ad to say that it was used for crypto mining? I'm going to go ahead and say for most people that they will say no. There are a number of reasons for no, but they have the right to think that way, right? But in my opinion, guys, I believe GPUs that we're mined with are the best to buy. I'm going to go through a number of things, give you guys some reasons why I think that it's a yes. So straight off the bat, guys, the biggest thing I would buy mine GPUs if they were mentioned that they were mined with on like Craigslist or eBay, is that most of those miners know to undervolt or lower the TDP on their cards. I'm going to show you guys an example of that later. But with those cards being undervolted or having a lower power limit, is that those cards are not running at 100%. I'll show you guys that later. So what made me spur making this video, guys, is that there's an article on the Medium called "Does Mining for Cryptocurrency Damage My GPU?" I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but you guys know that between 2017 2018 crypto boom, it led to a shortage of graphic cards, which drove up the prices and rendered PC gaming more expensive. And we look at it now, GPU prices have come down, but not, I feel like not low as I'd like. But for RX, like RX 580s, 570s, those are like really cheap. But NVIDIA cards, for example, are still a little bit pricey, in my opinion. But this article here doesn't mention anything about lowering TDP or undervolting or anything like that, which I believe has the most, effect on the life of a GPU. The article here mentions things about cooling and like overheating and poor cleaning methods, those kind of stuff. That's all regular. I mean, crypto miners, we all know that kind of stuff. I would hope so anyway. And regular gamers, in my opinion, won't really know to clean their GPUs or clean their computers in general. And so buying a GPU, a used GPU on the market from a crypto miner, in my opinion, is the best. So example, I'm going to type in Ethereum mining just to search up on Craigslist, and we're going to see a couple ads here. Not many, because a lot of miners will think that if they put an ad on Craigslist saying, we use these for crypto mining, that a lot of people are going to be, a lot of the normal people, like the people that don't crypto mine at all, just the general public, are not going to buy GPUs that we're mined with. Now, let me know if you guys think the same way, because having that mentality that a card has not been mined on is awesome. But there's another side to it. Gamers run their video cards in enclosed PCs with closed cases, and most of the time they don't change the fan curve on their GPU. I wish I could show you guys an example. I did a test myself on my GTX 1080 Ti, and I was playing a pretty hefty Apex Legends match, and the video card went up to 75 degrees, and the fan was only going at 30%. I'm playing Apex Legends on high settings, pretty high settings, and the fan was only at 30%, and it was at 75 degrees. Why? 75. It was going pretty high, up to 78 degrees at one point. So for me, I run my cards at 60% fan speed for mining. And for my NVIDIA cards, for example, I run them at my NVIDIA cards at between 60 and 70 power limit TDP. So at that TDP, I'm not pushing the card 100%. I'm pushing the card 70% for mining. Even though I'm doing it 24/7, I'm not doing any. It's not hurting the card by doing a whole bunch of turning the cards off and on and different heat setting. Like when you're playing a game and then you turn off your computer right away, your card's at 75 degrees. Ooh, that's bad for the solder on the GPU die. If it cools down too fast from being too hot, it could. I mean, over time can damage your GPU. And in my experience, I've had I've had gaming video cards that have died in like 2 years because I've done stuff like that in my experience. But yeah. So this ad here, for example, he says here, all the cards have used and over 1 year old. Some were purchased used, no warranties, but some have original boxes. All cards are currently mining, working, and post just fine. Never overclocked, and are always run at 75% power limit with the temperature cut off at 69 degrees Celsius. See, if I see an ad posted like this, I would 100% wholeheartedly trust this guy and trust buying the GPUs from this guy, because he specifically explained the power limit and temperature cutoffs and like other stuff here. Never overclocked. I mean, they're all undervolted and probably memory overclocked, but the main thing for GPU life is the TDP, which is the power limit. I would buy video cards from these guys I would buy from this guy right away. Now, yeah, I explained about regular video cards. You know, most of them would be used for GPU mining. We don't know, but to check out a few things, guys, just in case, look at the dust underneath the fans. That's a pretty big indicator that if they were mined on. Or again, it's really hard to say if they were mined on or not, but like in my experience, all my mined fans, depending how on your air filtration, all that stuff, I have dust underneath. But the people who take care of them, we use our air blowers, air compressor, whatever, and dust out the cards. Now, usually gamers, in my opinion, I'm not saying all gamers are bad, but they don't clean their cards. So you'll notice like dust fragments inside the heatsink here, inside over here by the power connector, in front of the IO shield over here. The back plate is all dusty and stuff inside of the back plate, inside the GPU, beside the PCB. Those kind of thing, guys, just look for that, and you'll know if the card's been taken well taken care of or not. So this is just basic things. But yeah, just crypto mined video cards, because we know how to take care of them. We know how to manage the heat on them, and most of them, I would say, we would also keep the warranty and like receipts and all that kind of stuff. I would say most of the gamer GPUs don't do that. But there is one example, guys, I'm going to give you that when I started this YouTube channel. I did a video on a Roswell RSV L4000C server case, and as you can see, I got 8 GTX 1060 Zotac minis in this case. And I'm a bad example because I did not manage the heat well in this case, and one of the cards was starting to artifact because it got way too hot. One of the cards went up to like always steady 75, 76 degrees in the middle here. One of these cards, I forgot which one. I already RMA'd it and I got a brand new one already. But this rig is still going with one less card in the middle-ish side here. So, and I got industrial Noctua PPC fans going now in these. So at full blast, 100% fan speed on those fans. And then I raised the temperatures on these cards. So don't make my mistake. There's things called hotspots with these server cases, or if you have the cards too close together on your mining frame, just make sure you got a proper airflow going through so that it doesn't burn the card up. So, yeah, if a crypto miner is gonna sell a GPU that's artifacting, obviously that's not going to work for mining. So, but luckily Zotac was able to RMA and send me a new 1060. Thank goodness. So yeah, that's just an example, guys, of a bad crypto miner, such as myself, burning up a card inside a mining frame case. Not cool. Not cool. Okay, my next point, guys, really is just when you buy a used GPU, just talk to the guy, like, and just see how he used it, and if he used it for crypto mining, just understand just some basic jargon, like some mining words that he knows and understands, TDP, lowering the power limit, all that kind of stuff. If he's done that, 100%, it's probably fine. I would buy the GPU 100% from him. Another thing, guys, is that what I haven't thought about before, and I'm thinking of doing, is some video cards that I have that are hot, like on my RX 570s, is that the GPU shroud can come off, but the heatsink can stay on. So that's another interesting thing to look at. I could maybe do that with my Zotac minis here. I believe the Technicals or somebody did this same thing, but they took the heat sinks off, the heat covers off, frames or whatever they're called. So that'll be interesting video. So yeah, another thing is that when a GPU, like for gamers, when they turn off the cards at high heat, like when they turn the computer off after gaming, now the GPU, it's something called, I believe it's called heat cycles. Now, heat cycling these areas, like the GPU die, for example, can wear off the soldering. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's just the stuff that connects the GPU to the silicone to the PCB, and over time it can just disconnect itself, and the GPU will stop working, like no displaying on your screen or anything. So that's just another thing I've learned, is that the heat cycles can really wear down a GPU. With us crypto miners, we have our GPUs on pretty much all the time, so the heat cycling is like minimum, nothing at all. And with the lower TDP, that's safe. That's safe for all crypto mining cards. Okay, so guys, this is a longer video, but I'm gonna show you, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'm going to show you for example, I got a GTX 1070 and 1060. So real life application use case here, showing you guys lower temperatures and lower TDP. So I'm mining Ethereum on both of these two cards right now, just for example. They've been mining for an hour now, hour and 2 minutes, 62 shares. My 1070 GTX 1070 Zotac, as you can see on the top right, it's a Zotac Amp Edition, and I got it at 60 TDP, 60% TDP right now. So if we go to GPU Z, we can look up the power consumption and GPU load, memory controller, all that stuff. Once it loads here, it's kind of frozen. Okay, there we go. Okay, so in Afterburner on the 1070, I got it at 60 TDP, and as you can see in GPU Z here in Tech Power Up, the TDP is 60%. So I am not running the card at 100%, guys. I would guess most of you guys running crypto mining GPUs, we're never running our card at 100%. And obviously the power consumption is lower, because we're running lower power consumption. And I got the fan speed at 60, and the GPU temperature is at 60 degrees Celsius. That's a really good safe temperature on this card. I would never want to run cards above 65 to 70 degrees, in my opinion, because I've had that GTX 1060 mini burn up. Well, that was in a enclosed case with other hot cards, so maybe that doesn't make, that's fine. But just in my opinion, just safe to run the cards below 65 degrees, 70 degrees. So yeah, just showing you guys. I'll show you guys the 1060 as well. I got that one at 65 TDP, minus 200 core clock, and plus 600 memory overclock. So let's see here how much wattage I'm taking. So yeah, TDP 65. Power consumption on the 1060 is 78 watts, which is amazing. Nice and low. And yeah, GPU load 100, memory controller 100. That's all good. GPU temperature 59 degrees Celsius, fan speed at 60%. It's beautiful, guys. Would you guys buy this card for me? I treat it so well, right? Right, guys? Right? I thought so. You guys wouldn't buy anything from me. Alright, guys. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys learned something. I don't know if I'm not a master. I'm not like some sort of like guru in this, but like I'm just giving you guys my opinion on buying GPUs, whether it's from a crypto miner or a gamer. And in my opinion, buying it from a crypto miner would be my best bet, because you don't know how the gamer would treat the card, and with all the heat cycles and stuff hurting the card and heat issues and running them at like 75% temperature is not good, right? 75 plus, sometimes 80. It depends on the game, depends on the fan curve, all that stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Please like and subscribe, all that good stuff if you haven't already. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.